welcome back to another edition of the Singletrack Session. We are at number 53, again, at freshly groomed 22nd Street Trailhead in Studio 78.
We gave it the full Brazilian.
We did, man. We had a good crew out here.
Yeah, we had 7 people.
Yeah, we had who'd we have? Let's name it Garth. He came out. We met him.
Yeah,
Garth Harris, Mike Pace.
yeah.
Myself, you, Jim Skaggs, Lori Burleson.
Wasatch Crusher, Trevor.
Yeah, Trevor Fuchs.
Yep.
We had a good crew. Jeremy Actor came in after his run.
Yeah.
Jerome Berg from the OTN came by. Lucky Slice provided the pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Trail Manners provided the
Adult beverages.
PBRs.
Yeah.
But yeah, the trailhead looks. We threw it down.
We
Small
did.
crew, just got after it.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, I didn't miss anybody, right? It was like a week
if
ago.
we did, we're sorry. Well, we're old. We need to be forgiven for that
like a
lapse in
week
mental
ago.
clarity.
I shaved my chin and then went some of my brains, I guess,
I
and
know.
that gray hair.
But it does look good. I'm looking around at it right now, and I can see some stuff that we probably need to go back and kind of clean up.
Yeah.
Just a couple little stragglers here and there, but overall, it looks a lot better.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
It got dark, too, so it was kind of... And we faded a little.
Yeah.
But I think it looks great. Great improvement. I mean, like you said, there's more room to improve always, but we got the big stuff done.
We did. As Trevor said, if you had to judge this trailhead, what goes on by the activity, by what he picks up, it would be cigarettes.
Swisher Sweets.
Yep.
Heavy Swisher Sweet smoking up here.
Yep. Condoms.
Yep, because that is other stuff that happens.
Lots of condoms at this trailhead. And then junk food.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 main things that he picked up. 'Cause he was on trash duty. He was on light duty because he's getting ready for Wasatch.
Well, I mean, you got to figure those 3 things correlate. You got to have the sugar rush, get you going. Then you use the other, condom.
Right.
And then you finish off with a Swisher Sweet Smoke. So
Nice.
It's kind of like that's what they do here. There should be a vending machine right here with all 3 of those.
That would be a great idea. We'd probably make more money that way than anywhere else, right?
That's for sure.
The trifecta of naughty.
Yeah, right. Throw in some hydration and you're set.
You don't need to stick in hydration.
Yeah. It looks great up here, 22nd Street. You know, the bad part of the sad part is we just got so much smoke right now.
Yeah.
The air, I mean, we're getting it from everywhere. I mean, you have the fires, obviously Montana that's getting engulfed, which thoughts go out there. Then we've close to your place, not too far from your house.
I can see it from my house.
Took off yesterday. It's claimed 5 homes.
5 or 6, something like that.
Yeah.
Burned them to the ground.
Just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, man, just sad to see some of those photos of not even framing of homes anymore.
No, like I said, it's right down to the ground, to the foundation and the concrete.
It's sad.
It was really hot. The winds over at Weber Canyon whipped up. And
always.
Man, there's no
human,
fighting it.
They haven't said what. They said human, but hopefully it wasn't some guy out there trying to burn weeds or...
Yeah, you never know, man. The train goes in that area, and it seems like every couple of years we get a fire from that train.
Yeah, this one just seems to be the worst.
Yeah.
So we're getting a lot of smoke from that. Of course, the Montana fires, and then that Oregon one.
Oh, man, that looks...
In the gorge. I mean, there's a lot in Oregon, don't get me wrong.
Right.
I feel bad everywhere around, but that one in Oregon up by Multnomah Falls, the gorge, again, for kids with fireworks.
Yeah, I read that. That is a shame.
Man.
Those kids need to do a little jail time, I think.
They need to do a lot because that area is just so
and
pristine.
maybe their parents, too.
Yeah.
Right?
Something. And I don't know how old the kids are.
I think they're 15-ish.
Yeah.
You're right?
It's old enough to know better.
It really is. Yep.
Just sad. So, yeah, we got that going on. But otherwise, we're plugging right along.
Yeah, trying to.
Just launched episode 95 with Sarah McCloskey.
Oh, man. I wish we could have had the first one we did with her.
So a little recap. We did a show. We were like an hour in.
Yeah, and we were rolling at the end.
We were opening up.
We were starting to get comfortable, and she was busting our butts. About halfway through, she started getting after us, which was fun.
Which was awesome.
Cool, right?
The friendly banter.
Yeah.
And then the computer just glitched.
Something happened.
I was watching it, and it tweaked out, and I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
And didn't autosave. Of course, that'd be too easy.
It's never happened before.
Ever.
And I guess that's why people have a backup going.
Yep. Which we don't.
We don't.
But,
we like to roll that way.
Yeah. But we got into the second edition, which is still a great show. We kind of skipped around a little bit over what we went through, but she's just fun to have on.
And so gracious to stay for the second show.
Right?
And we need to have a big old shout out for her for that.
And that's why even I said it's like, if you listen to the show and you know anything about her, she's probably as mentally strong as anybody, right?
Yeah,
I mean, just
that's
like
what came
her
across
mindset.
more than anything else.
And then she had to be to sit around for round 2 with us.
Yeah, because it's mentally taxing to do the show.
That's what she said. She goes, man, we did this for a while.
Yeah, she goes, this is tiring. We're like, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Why do you think we look the way we do?
I know.
But yeah, it was a great show. Had a great few, really good tidbits of information. There's some I took away. Plus, we did the mantra thing, and I put that on Facebook to see what other people have. And just a great show. And like Joel said, just so gracious and kind. And even when the things didn't go the way we planned,
right,
still worked out great. So thank you, Sarah, and hope you guys enjoyed that one. Hope everybody had a great Labor Day weekend. Got out, did some things, whether it was just some R&R or some getting on the trails, whatever it might be. But that's over. So next holiday up is what, Halloween? Is that real? That's coming.
That's coming. It's coming hot and heavy. It's coming fast.
It is, because I've seen the stores.
It'd come probably even faster if this heat would go away, and we'd actually maybe start to squeak in the fall.
I know, the fall. I need the fall just for some good mojo.
Yeah.
Just to recharge from the heat.
But it doesn't look like it's coming for a couple more weeks.
I know, and who knows after that. I even heard that we're supposed to have a hot fall, if whatever that means. Obviously.
Like we aren't already?
Yeah, so. What else we got going on here? Well, we had some big races this past weekend.
Yes,
all
we
over
did.
the place. I mean, I didn't bring everything. I mean, we'll focus on a couple, but there was like the rut was going on.
Yep.
But CCC, USA.
I know.
Men and women
taking
first. Obviously first was Clare Gallagher for the women at 12:13. So congratulations to her.
What was cool about her is she kind of sat in that second and third place for a while, just kind of stalking. And then she and her coach had this plan once they got to, I don't remember what mile it was, she was going to put the hammer down. That's what she did.
She did, because she came away with the win.
And she looked just, fresh at the finish line and so happy.
I think I even watched some people come through that were like really late in the race, where you had to be just beat.
Yeah.
But just
that crowd.
That shoot.
I want to experience that.
I would like do repeats in the chute. You know what I mean? I'd be like running down, because people are weaving to do high fives.
Yeah.
I'd go down one side,
come back out,
and come back
you
the other
cross.
way.
You wouldn't cross.
I'd come back the other side, man.
Make sure you got everybody, right?
Yeah, get your money's worth.
That's right. That'd be so cool to see one of the elite runners do that.
Give them what they came for.
Right.
Yeah, because that was cool. I mean, that's just a neat thing. And watching, not that other people, but watching Hayden, we've sat down with Hayden a year ago.
Right.
And just knowing his roots, how he's so... loving the flag, loving USA, just so patriotic, and just seeing that.
Did you see the interview with him, the post interview,
I didn't.
how he got that flag?
I didn't.
So originally I think he brought a flag and he was going to try to do that, but just through the chaos of the whole event, it just didn't happen. And then when he got closer to the finish, somebody jumped out behind a tree basically and said, nice. USA, right, and they had a flag, and Hayden's like, can I borrow that?
Can I just keep that forever?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was super cool, just to see the smile on his face, and it worked out. I mean, we talked about it last week before the race, how he's saying he's the fittest he's ever been.
And I think it showed.
Yeah, and he looked good.
Yeah.
Didn't look like he was wrecked.
Not like he did late spring, early summer.
Yeah, so it's good to see him bounce back and maybe, early on in his career, figure it out.
And that's what they were saying in his interview, in his post-interview with Brian Powell, is that he's kind of getting it figured out now, how much volume he can handle during a training block. So I'd like to see him follow through with that and not race too much this fall.
Yeah.
And maybe just save it for the North Face 50 and get redemption on that.
I'll tell you, after this race, the only thing he needs to be doing is like a victory tour. Just if he wanted to go to a race, just hang out, have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Not worry about it.
Well, just focus on his new baby, right?
Yeah.
Just hang out with that and just chill, wait for the North Face 50 and crush it.
Do that again.
Because he knows the course. Well, the course changed this year for the North Face 50.
Did it really?
Yeah, now there's going to be a little bit of road at the end.
Fun.
And I think you're crossing the Golden Gate Bridge.
Huh.
And ending, there's a big park right next to that bridge, I guess.
Golden Gate Park.
Yeah, they're going to end there.
Okay. Well, whatever. They change the course, get a little road. And that's why even like the CCC and UTMB, there's no course records because the course changes because of the weather.
Yeah.
So.
But, yeah, there were. I mean, the original record, I think, that happened in 2014 that Francois has, they changed the course then.
Yeah.
And so they ran kind of that same course. So they do have something to compare it to.
Gotcha.
So 2014 and 2017, I believe, are the same course. So the 2017 participants all went under that 2014 course record.
Wow.
I think there was 5 or 7 of them that went under that 2014. Yeah, which is crazy fast.
Yeah, but you look at it too, and we talked about it, is when you've got that many strong athletes pushing each other, you got to think times are going to start dropping them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like, back in 2012 when course records were set, might be one guy.
Right. Exactly.
And seriously, and now it's like there's 10 that could pull it off on a day.
Well, I think the weather certainly helped them. Everybody was so nervous about the weather. It's going to be really cold, rainy, and snowy. I think that little bit of chill just helped keep everybody's body temperature in check, and they were able to run really fast.
Yeah. And it kept them off the hard part. Not the hard, but the gnarly part of the course because of the weather since they changed it.
Yeah, it did. So that was good to see. I watched quite a bit of the post interviews, and it was interesting to see how everybody was kind of talking about how many fit guys there were at first, right? And then they whittled that group down to like 4 or 5, and those 4 or 5 are what just kept pushing that pace faster and faster and faster until then there was just Francois.
That's what I think is kind of ironic about some of those is the top 3 are just the veterans, right?
Yeah.
And then you get down there a little more, a lot of people race a lot in Europe, but it's even the Americans that did well. I mean, minus Walmsley because it was his first time, but
well, he still did good.
But I'm just saying,
top 5.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying because they know the course and they know how to run those races.
Yeah.
Where if you don't, like if you just come and run a couple hundreds here and there and then show up in UTMB, you may not have the race some of these veterans do.
And remember, at UTMB, you're forced to start later in the day. You have to run through the night.
Yep.
So if you've never experienced that before, that could be a crusher.
Yeah.
Now, I think that definitely took its toll on Walmsley, to be honest. He's never had to do that before. And I think he's trying to get his stomach figured out.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like. That dude needs some real food somewhere around mile 50-ish.
Well, he's still young.
Yeah.
He's still hammering. He finished 5th.
Yeah.
So he's still getting the results.
Under the old course record.
Yeah, so it's just a matter. And, look at the people ahead of him. Francois, Killian, the Hornet, Tollefson. Professor X.
Yep.
And that's it. That's, hell, that's some stout runners right there.
Yeah, it is.
Francois is a 3-time winner of the event. Killian's a 3-time winner of the event.
Yep.
Tollefson's a second year in 3rd place. And he's no slouch. So, you place high in there. Let's cover that. The men, we just covered those. Then it was Paul Capel as 6th. Dylan Bowman.
So did you hear what happened to Dylan? So Dylan was sitting higher up for a while. The only reason he didn't finish higher up because his hands got too cold to eat.
Holy cow.
He didn't realize it, and then once he realized it, he was screwed because he lost that dexterity. He couldn't get food in the old gullet there.
Sheesh. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And then there was, Jereminas, whatever. Right, I'm going to slaughter the names. Right. Jereminas, whatever. Zach Miller.
Yeah, Zach did pretty good, top 10.
Yeah, 9th. And then Jordy finished top 10. The women's side, Nuria Picas in 25:46. Andrea Huser.
Yep.
Christella Bard. Kaori Niwa. Kelly Emerson. Eliza St. Laurent, and then Amy Sproston.
I know. We missed. Our guesses on that really didn't do so good.
Yeah, in fact, we had our contest. Right? And so we'll cover Joel and mine first.
Yeah.
If I can find it. So I had, for the men, I had Killian and Francois and Professor X. So I had 2 of the 3.
Oh, yeah, good.
And Francois was 4th, so close.
Right. Yeah.
On the women, I had Caroline, Andrea, and Magda, so I was 1.
Yeah.
1 out of 3. Joel on the men's side had the Hornet, Zach, and Jim. So you got 1. On the women, Caroline, Magda, and Steph.
Yeah, I got 0.
So you got 1. And then the people that participated, there were some that did pretty well.
Right.
But the winner got 4 out of 6 right.
Yeah, that's really good.
And so it was Christopher Fell.
All right.
So the men, he had Killian, Francois, and Schlarb. And on the women, he had Caroline, Andrea, and Nuria.
Wow.
So 4 right.
Good job.
We had 2 with 3.
Yeah.
Nick Peterson and Sarah McCloskey.
All right, Sarah.
No, I don't think anybody picked. Oh, Nate Reese. He got 1 and 2 right for the men.
Nice.
Nothing for the women, but he got them in order too. So that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is.
Not going with Killian, because most people went with Killian.
Yeah, it was a safe bet, right?
Yeah, unless you're Grant our buddy Grant up in
Yeah.
Jackson. He's a homer. So on the women, he had Meredith, Magda, and Steph. The men, he had Schlarb, Zach, and Browning. So
oh man, all USA.
he went 6 for. He went 0 total on 6
Maybe
guesses.
we should give him a prize for that.
Just for sticking with the USA group. So yeah, Christopher Fell, go ahead and send me your shipping address, manners@trailmanners.com. We'll get your prize out to you. Thanks for everybody who participated. It's always fun to see and see some of these different names sneak in there that aren't necessarily quote unquote the favored picks.
Right.
What they're.
Well, it's hard just because you've got not just USA runners, but you've got the world showing up at this event. And I think that's one of the reasons the U.S. runners, well, up until now, had struggled in the past, is because if they're just sticking with the U.S. races, it's easier to rise to the top in the U.S. races. And the reason I say that is because you have a limited field. Yeah. So you have 150, 250, 350 that can run that race. So if you get one super fast guy in that race, it's unlikely that they're going to match up with somebody of the same ability.
Yeah.
But you get to UTMB where you can have a couple thousand people show up, and all the sponsors want their fast dude there, fast dudette there.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you've got 20 deep on both sides, men and women, that could win.
Yeah, and it's, as you see it just at, like, even the top couple is at, like, Western, hard rock. That's where you see, like, more than just basically one that you could look at, because there's so many races now, that they're just scattered everywhere, right? What I'm going to run next, you're running that one, I'm running this one. So yeah, you're exactly right. I don't think you get the depth of field and the
Western's doing a better job because they have the golden ticket races, right? So you're guaranteed to have at least 2 fast people come out of the golden ticket race.
Plus, you have the top 10 from the year before.
Exactly, yeah. So that one's getting more like that European style where you're getting a lot more fast people in one location. North Face 50 is another one where you actually have to have a qualifier race to get into the elite group. So it's good. I think it's good for the sport. It keeps progressing the sport in this direction that is showing what people can do. Where their potential will allow them to, place in the end.
Yeah, so they're just all big races over there too. Even the CCC, which is a smaller one, still
huge.
Deep. The UTMB,
TDS,
TDS.
We didn't even talk about TDS.
Yeah,
or the OCC,
yeah.
which is a 50K, which is just fast as all get out.
And I didn't bring all that information,
That's okay.
and even the rut, but I thought it was interesting. The only thing I'm going to bring away from the rut is, obviously, that's super cool, but the winner of the 50K men's was Luis Alberto from Spain, right?
That dude's a beast.
First run in the U.S. I didn't know
Really?
that. Yeah. I was reading that, and there's like his first time he's raced, and he won. But I guess he's just
getting sky points. Is that what he's after?
Yeah, exactly what it was sky points. But I thought he'd come over before for like a hard rock or something. But
if he came around hard rock, that'd be cool because that dude's a crusher.
Yeah, for sure. So I don't know. Maybe he's staying away for a reason. I don't know. But yes, those are the big races that it seemed like everybody was enjoyed watching. But CCC was just really cool to see 2 Americans do it.
Yeah.
And just be so stoked on it,
Yeah, both of their post-race interviews was fun to watch. Looking forward to seeing what those guys can do at the North Face.
Well, we had this real quick conversation last week, I don't know, what was it, like 6 years ago maybe or something, when UTMB was obviously UTMB, but then we started having Americans show up, like a Jurek and Carl's and Anton's and stuff like that. Joe Grant's heading over, and it was kind of ugly for the first couple of years.
Yeah, they were getting slaughtered,
and people were like bagging on American ultra runners basically, and there was some like crazy stuff in social media, some little sketch cartoon stuff about people. It was pretty ugly for a while, so it's really good to see not just the U.S. going over and showing well, but just see it's like more of a camaraderie than more of a competition.
It is.
Because if you ask Killians and the American runners and some of the European runners, of course they want to win, right? They're not training to take second or third, but they're just as happy for the people ahead of them because they know what it takes to get there. Yeah. And I think they're more friends now through sponsorships and seeing each other at races. It's more of, I get to run with so-and-so and I get to hang out with so-and-so. Where 6 years ago, I didn't see that.
No.
In fact, when Killian first started coming to the scene here, people looked at him like, who's this guy?
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
And obviously everybody knows now.
I know.
What an
Everybody
awesome-
knows the Hornet now.
Yeah, knows the Hornet and what a great guy he is. So
That's
it's good to
right.
see those changes take place.
One thing that I was disappointed in at the end of the event was a lot of people are bashing Walmsley.
I think that I just don't know if he's ever going to get a fair shake.
Yeah.
Right? And I think it's unfortunate because
He's a good dude.
he's a good dude. And you know what? However he does, he's doing it the way he's doing it.
That's right.
I mean, someone's like, wow, he goes out too fast. Like, listen.
Well, yeah, because he's a fast runner.
Because he's fast and he's competitive and he has goals, right?
He does.
It's like, you wouldn't go out that fast because you couldn't run that fast.
Exactly.
And it's no like knock, but just run your race.
Yeah.
And let other people do their thing. If they succeed in what you consider success, great. But at the end of the day, Walmsley's had some.
This is his third 100-miler, basically.
Yeah,
right?
he's had some, unfortunate things happen for sure. Right. But I mean, look at the fortunate things he's had happen.
Yeah.
Everybody's hunting this kid.
Yeah.
Right?
up until 100K, he can't be beat right now.
He's
right?
Yeah.
And he's trying to figure out that last little piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
Of the 100-miler.
Yeah.
He's going to get there.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate, like you mentioned. You come away with these great results with, Tollefson and Francois beating Killian.
Yeah.
And everybody's focused on, well, God, Walmsley, he did poor. Yeah, he did 5th.
He came in 5th under the old course record.
In the world against
the
4 people ahead of him. I mean, come on. If someone says to me, you're going to finish X and these guys are ahead of you and you're going to bust your butt and everything, I'm like, take it.
Exactly.
I'll take it.
You're gonna crash, you're going to burn, you're going to bonk, but you're going to rally and still finish 5th in the most competitive ultra in the world.
And
okay, I'll take that.
And it's like you said, it's not like he's some a-hole,
no,
right?
He's a good dude.
Good guy. He's living the life he wants.
Yeah.
I agree. And I think it's not the first time it's happened, but it just seems like conversation, as soon as it's over, that's where it goes.
Yeah,
and everybody knows why.
Why you gotta go there? Why you gotta be that douchebag to bring the joy down, right?
And everybody knows why he didn't succeed, right? I mean, everybody's got an opinion. It's like, oh yeah, because he only had 3 shot blocks instead of 4.
Oh my gosh.
We're just silly. I mean, that's what people come up. They know.
Yeah.
It's like you have no idea how this
he
guy
wore those
works.
Mafati 2s instead of the speed goats.
Right.
Yeah.
He cut his hair.
Yeah. Samson.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. There's, you know what though? I've decided, as much as I hate it and I struggle with it, that's just social media.
Yeah, there's always going to be that ding dong out there.
I don't care what the topic is.
Yeah. You could be talking about watermelons.
Yeah, and someone's going to have something about watermelons.
Yeah.
How they cause cancer.
They better not. I like watermelons.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, everybody's got a reason behind anything.
It's
and
tasty.
I'm the worst. I get riled up pretty easy on certain things.
Right.
Like I'll get
like the U.S. national team.
Yeah, oh yeah, don't even get me started right now.
What's up with that?
So Joe's talking about the U.S. men's national team.
Those ding-dongs. They're going to have to call you and I up to play.
I'm telling you what, or at least give them an idea. We have a history. We don't say we're pros, right? We don't say we're the best in anything.
No.
But come on.
Right?
Come on.
I think I can
Honduras, 1-1.
Yeah.
And then I hear, it was hot and the field was bad. Really? It wasn't hot.
It's always hot and bad down there.
Yeah.
They know that.
And they've never lost down there. I don't know. I got riled up the last couple, because the game before they got worked by Costa Rica.
Costa Rica's got their number now.
Costa Rica tied Mexico 1-1 too, so they're on fire. But here's my thing, and I'm be way wrong, and we're way off course right here. But everybody hated Jurgen Klinsmann, right? Because he lost a couple games, but they don't realize what he won.
Right.
They don't realize now people hated him, and now it's everybody saying, "Oh, it's the players." U.S. doesn't have really. They have the same players they had 7-8 months ago.
Yeah, exactly.
And wasn't Bruce Arena fired once before?
Oh man.
So he did it. We let him go.
Right.
And he's the only other coach in the world that we could pick, so we picked him. No, come on.
Yeah. I'd like to see them. I know we're on this big tangent. I'd like to see him bring Kreis in.
Oh, yeah. Jason Kreis, man. He's just good. I'd
yeah.
rather bring Killian the Hornet in to coach him.
That'd be cool.
He at least has some heart, right?
For a game or two, because he
guest
belongs to the
appearance.
mountain.
Guest appearance.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
They'd win.
So just one final note on the UTMB. So in Killian's post interview, he was talking to Brian, and they're on top of this peak or this saddle, and Killian's just kind of walking at this point, just like his heart's not into it. And his girlfriend runs over to him and has a few choice words for him. He starts running.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Basically, she said, "You need to get your ass in gear and start running." Because Killian admitted that she's a lot more competitive than he is.
Yeah. Isn't that funny, though? Like, a guy like Killian that has done so much, and he's
Yeah.
just really not that competitive.
Yeah.
And it's almost like that's probably why he's so successful.
Yeah, he just
He
loves
doesn't
it,
take
right?
it too serious.
Yeah.
He's like, nope, this is fun.
Yeah, and
at the
here
end of the
comes his
day.
girlfriend, one of the best ultra runners in the world. Get your butt moving.
Come on.
That's awesome.
No, that is
I love those stories.
Yeah, those are always the fun tidbits that come out of races.
Right.
Let's see. And some other news. This is kind of a crazy weekend. Some FKT
Yeah, this past
stuff.
weekend.
Some big ones.
Yeah.
Not just some little ones you've never heard of on
No,
Strava.
for sure.
But the Appalachian Trail that's been broken now 3 years in a row
Yeah.
has been broken again.
Yeah.
But this is what's crazy.
This dude did it unsupported. didn't he?
Unsupported. So it broke
Broke.
both. Unsupported and self-supported. Broke them both,
That's amazing.
right? And that's unreal. 45 days, 12 hours, 15 minutes.
That's fast.
Carl got beat by basically 7 hours.
Yeah, but this he did unsupported.
Exactly.
He did not have somebody following him around.
That's crazy. And his name's Joe McConaughey.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's insane. That's
Good
just
on him.
crazy. So yeah, he broke both support, and the unsupported or the self-supported record was 54 days, 7 hours. So he beat that one by like 9 days, 9.5 days.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing they're all legit. I mean, I haven't had people come out of the woodwork and say anybody cheated or
No, I think this guy,
he Instagrammed or
he was
tracked.
consistent
He was
with
tracked
his
through.
posting, right?
yeah.
I think that's what's important is you be consistent on something that long.
Then the other one that went down, good friend Scott Jaime, he had the Colorado Trail record and that got broke.
Yeah.
Brian Williams, he went from Durango to Denver, 8 days, 0 hours.
Wow.
So that's kind of just funny to say. And 30 minutes. So basically 8 days and 30 minutes.
Mhm.
Jaime's record was 8 days, 7 hours and 40 minutes.
Wow.
So that took
That was pretty
4
close.
years to fall. Yeah, it was like 7-hour difference.
Yeah, that's close when you consider days. You're measuring your distance in days. 7 hours
no.
is pretty
Yeah,
fast.
if you're
pretty close.
measuring your time with a calendar,
Yeah, exactly. Right?
you're either going too slow or too far.
Yeah.
Right? You can measure a lot of races by a calendar with me, like a 100-yard dash.
I know.
Start on Monday and on Tuesday.
Our good buddy Luke Nelson
Oh, yeah.
tried to get Nolan's FKT.
There's a few. Nolan's been getting hit hard lately.
It has, right?
I don't know if it's that window of weather.
I think so, right? The window weather, people are really super fit at the end of the summer.
Yeah.
They want to go out. They give this a go about, and I think they came close.
Yeah.
They finished at least
Yeah.
in like 53 hours, right? Which is fast.
Yeah. Well, so much can happen on those. Route
I know.
finding, weather, fog.
Well, Jared Campbell knows his way on that
yeah.
route.
Yeah, if you're going to do it.
all you gotta
Campbell's
do is
a
put
good
your head
one to
down and
go
follow
with.
him.
Yeah. Just put a tether to him, right?
Yeah, right?
Just in case. So, yeah, congratulations. A couple solid FKTs. Big FKTs, not the everyday of the mill ones.
No, I think that what's kind of fun following these is Ultimate Direction put out that scholarship opportunity for those people that are trying to set these new FKTs on these established routes. And it would be fun to see over the next few years how many people are actually able to break that FKT with that support, that
Yeah.
financial support from
Yeah.
that scholarship.
True. That's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah.
And then this weekend, for us especially, we got the Wasatch 100 starting off, and they're going to be having some smoke in the air, some dirty air to start.
Yeah, there's supposed to be some storms coming in later in the week. This thunderstorms, not like legit rainstorms.
Yeah.
And maybe if we're lucky, that'll scour out some of the air.
It'd be cool if it did.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, just so they can breathe
Uh-huh.
and not get too smoker's cough by the finish line.
Well, not only the smoker's cough, but then you're going to have all the dust once you get past Brighton as well.
Yeah, that's dry.
Yeah, that's bad news over there always.
That's a little dry. But there's a lot of local runners for us, a lot of our friends in that one, so we just want to wish everybody luck.
Exactly.
Turtle Miller got to, I think, his weight he wanted to.
I think so. He's there. He's fit. He should finish.
Yeah, and
hopefully
have a good
finish
time.
fast.
Yeah, I hope so. Even though, and we'll touch it later, he's not a good belly flopper.
No, he's kind of weak sauce on that.
Yeah,
we need to
we'll
give him some pointers.
Yeah, for sure. We'll get in on that. Let's see what else we got going on. The Trail Manners Fantasy Football Draft just took place. Looked good. I don't like the team I have going into it. I got a strong core of wide receivers after that.
Okay.
I'm in trouble.
You got nobody to sling the ball to him, huh?
Yeah, I got Cam Newton.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not a huge fan of the guy anyway, but so that's hard sometimes to swallow your pride to take a player that you're not a fan of. But the choices were pretty skimpy at that point.
Sure.
My running backs where I'm really going to hurt, though.
You didn't get Elliott, huh?
No, everybody was gone. They got picked quick.
Did they?
I'll tell you what, the 9 other people in this fantasy league, they know what they're doing. I can tell. Stacy Barker.
Bunch of card sharks in there, huh?
I think
bunch of sandbaggers.
I don't know his background,
but
he was grabbing some guys a little bit ahead of where I would project them, but they were great picks.
Okay.
Like I thought, no, he'll slide to me.
Right.
But man, Barker's like, boom. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's like someone did their homework.
He had your Cliff Notes.
I guess. Yeah, he picked a good team. But yeah, it'll be fun. So thanks for everybody joining that. We'll see you on the intro web. And then we also just got news. The Ginger Runner, Ethan Newberry and Gary Robbins are going to be doing a tour of Canada and the U.S. They're coming to our town here in Ogden.
They are.
They reached out to us a little bit through Jared Campbell asking for ideas of where to show them a film. And
the only Utah stop is in Ogden, Utah.
In Ogden. That's got to show you something.
So what is that date?
November 2nd.
What day of week is that?
That is the November 2nd.
You don't know?
I'm pretty sure it's the day.
It's the day.
Blackout. I said
day.
It's that Tuesday.
Oh, it's a Thursday. It looks like.
Yeah, I think it's Thursday is what I was saying.
All right, it's a Thursday, folks. November 2nd.
It's a school
the Ginger
night
Runner will be in Utah, Ogden.
With Gary Robbins.
The Perry's Egyptian Theater, which is a cool venue to have
It's an amazing venue.
Yeah.
I brought Scott Jaime's Colorado Trail film there, and it was a great night.
Right.
So it's exciting. We'll
be there.
Yeah, we'll be there. We've reached out. We hopefully have some things on the tap for that. But good luck to those guys touring. I've already seen that they're selling shows out.
They've sold some are sold out, and the other ones 50% of the tickets are already sold.
Yeah, Egyptian Theater I think holds 800.
Yeah, so don't worry, you're probably gonna get a ticket.
Yeah. So, but yeah, good luck to those guys. That's fun to see. Where Dreams Go to Die.
Yes,
is the name of that one. So already it's got me interested.
Right.
Plus the background of it, you kind of know. So it's like, yeah, I got to be a part of that.
Yeah, and the Ginger Runner always has quality stuff.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, man. Like I said, we're gonna try and get those fellas on that mic.
That'd be fun.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, get him in the bus.
Yeah, there's plenty of room.
Yeah.
We'll try and get that worked out. We're working on it. Man, and Joel, I sent you a text yesterday. I was pretty excited. I gotta give a shout out to Tenkara Rod Company in Driggs, Idaho.
Yeah, you got your rod.
I got my Tenkara fishing rod.
That sounds a little saucy when I say that.
It's sweet. I took it out of the package.
Did you? And extended it.
And it's beauty.
Is it?
I'm so psyched right now, man.
I haven't ordered mine yet. I'm waiting.
Man, I had to.
Yeah.
I got a good deal on it. Gonna go test it out this weekend.
Are you?
Yeah, for
That'll
sure.
Be fun.
Super pumped. So that's part of our next adventure.
Yep.
So we'll talk about that.
Ultra Nymph.
Ultra Nymphers.
Yeah.
Strava week group distance. Okay, I should have done more homework here, but Richard Sisson, 159.2.
What?
Yeah. So I should have looked to double check it's legit. There's certain numbers you hit, and you're like,
he's taking our approach to tapering up to the 100-miler.
Yeah, right.
So he did a 59-mile taper week, and then he had his 100-mile race.
Yeah, all in the same week.
Yeah.
So yeah, he had a 159.2.
He had to win the time.
He didn't.
What?
That's why I'm trying to. I should have done my homework.
Holy cow.
If he did something crazy like helicopter ride or car ride.
He totally forgot to turn his watch off.
So run time was Andy Noyes 28:13. So apparently Richard covered 159.2 under 28 hours.
That's amazing.
So
that
if
dude
that's
was
legit,
fast.
right? If that's legit, I want to hear about it.
Yeah.
Either way, climbing vert. Goes to local Brian Colmo, 31,323.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's
somebody's tapering.
Yeah, tapering up.
Yeah.
Trying to get to that clean air above the smoke.
Yeah.
Train up there. So, yeah, great job this week, all those there. And now we're to the part of the show. There was a hit last week because I'm sitting there, I have to go to the post office and wait in line for an hour.
Yep.
Sponsored or brought to you by the Sign Garage, Elizabeth and Nate Down on 25th Street here in Ogden, Utah. They are busy, busy, busy. We've had people not only reach out because they hear about it on the show, but said, hey, are you guys hiring?
that was funny to hear that
That's
story.
how cool. I would work for those guys. They're so cool.
They are. They're
such
fun.
a great product. So, but yeah, thanks to them, we were able to produce a bunch of special hats, limited edition hats that you cannot buy anywhere.
Nope.
Just for Where Did Your Feet Take You, which has now been going as the WDYFTY.
That's too hard to remember.
It is, but I've been seeing more hashtags with that.
Have you?
So I'm like, hey, that's ours.
That's hard to remember that one.
It is. That's why I had to read this piece of paper.
Okay,
I
good.
got lost. WDY. Well, early on, you remember, I asked people to come up with a better acronym for us. We didn't get anywhere, so we stuck to the original.
Okay.
So Where'd Your Feet Take You, winner. This week, another close one. We're not doing runners-up this week.
Nope. I almost wanted to do a runner-up, but no, not this week.
Yeah, we can't do it every week. Sorry,
Nope.
folks. I can't spend all my day in the post office on packaging and writing labels and taping and, oh, my goodness. So this week's winner was...
You choose this week. I chose last week.
Okay, this week's winner...
Who are the two folks that we were choosing amongst?
Well, there's more than one or two.
I think there was two main ones, right?
Well, now this is too hard now because now the other person will be like, man, these guys suck. I'm just going to say the winner. I'm not going to say second.
All right, you say the winner.
The winner of this week's WDYFTY. That was closer.
That was.
That could be like Woody Footy.
The Woody Footy?
Yeah, Woody Footy. WDY, Woody Footy, FTY. Woody Footy.
The Woody Footy.
I like that.
The Woody Footy winner.
Woody Footy winner. I just spit on my mic with Footy. Mr. Jeff Fullmer in Garden Canyon on the upcoming Palisades race course they got going on. Great shot. A lot of good ones again. Don't dislike us because we don't pick your photo because they're all good.
We'll get there. Just keep it up.
Yeah, just keep it up.
Because you can't win twice.
Yeah, we're not going to do the winning twice thing.
No.
Maybe. Unless it's like over the top legit to where I'm like, yeah, that's going to be my next tattoo.
Well, I mean, we already eliminated Jeff Hart. He was close last week, but we're like, nope, he's already.
You know what's funny is he sent me a message because I said, hey, send me your message of your email addresses. I didn't get Ashley Nordell. She didn't respond. So
She's
Ashley.
Busy being a badass.
Yeah, no kidding. But Jeff Hart's like, you guys, first of all, we made fun of him because of the cider. He called us out on that.
Right.
And then he messaged me. He says, come on, you guys don't got to give me free stuff.
Yeah, we do.
He bought stuff.
We're legit. We need to follow through with our words.
Yeah, so we bought some stuff too.
Oh, that was nice of him.
Yeah, he bought a couple things. So.
Did he? Good.
So, yeah, the Woody Footy, Jeff Fullmer. Send me your mailing address, trailmanners.com, so we can get your limited edition hat out. And, those that have won, we'd sure love to see photos of them.
Yeah.
And if you won last week because of the mail service was closed for the weekend, you probably haven't got your stuff yet.
No.
So you'll be getting it. But when you get your stuff, let's see some photos.
Yeah, we'd like to see photos of that
especially those new hats because those are makes people want to try harder.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole goal of it, right?
Photos. And not like necessarily that's the one good thing I'll say is we don't get a lot of like posed photos, right? Like people that are like doing these crazy poses.
Right. Which would
they're like more legit.
Well, I think our listeners know that we get annoyed by that.
Yeah.
Those people are there setting up their shots, their glamour shots.
Where their run takes them 40 minutes, but their photo session takes an hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
These people are there just trying to hunt down brands.
Yeah.
They give them swaggage.
Yeah.
I guess we're doing that too, aren't we?
Kinda, but not
we're,
really.
We're giving the hats away.
Yeah, they're free hats.
They are.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So congratulations this week, Nate. There's some other good ones. I'll tell you some of the other ones. Sardine Loop made me want to get back up there. Jason Bernheisel had a nice one up there. That selfie thing he's got rocking.
Yeah, he should freaking
he's close.
Copyright that or whatever you would do for that
photo.
For that wouldn't be a copyright. That would be a trademark.
Trademark.
Dibs.
Just a dibs.
Yeah.
You can just
I dibs that. That works.
But still, though, Jeff Fullmer really piquing our interest.
He's got a great race up there for next year.
I read that because you were asking all these questions.
Yeah.
It's like 99 miles of single track or something.
Yeah, come on.
Out of 100?
Right.
I'm like, that's got to be a record.
Well, we kind of know that area up there.
Yeah,
we know
do.
That's going to be like stout.
Yeah.
Legit. He said it's 25,000 feet of climbing.
That made me... Yeah.
The pee-peed my pants.
Yeah,
when
a
I
little
saw
bit.
that. I was like, dude, that's going to hurt.
Dang it, I'm going to have to go to the doctor and get this figured out.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got a 50-mile distance.
Marathon.
So it's going to be nice. It should be a fun little weekend. And we'll, I don't know, got my interest peaked.
Yeah, they're right now
Melvin's Brewing Company.
the last weekend in July of 2018
Yeah.
for the Palisades. I don't know if that's the official name of it.
But it's right by Melvin, so that'd be a cool sponsor for that event.
Yeah, it would be.
So, yeah, there's some good ones.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good ones. A lot of, let's see, who else were some of the ones that we were, I don't
We
have
were
my
just
phone
talking
with me.
about.
We're just barely talking about them. There were some other good ones, though.
Amy Pett's up in Portland area
Yep.
for the Mount Hood 50.
Yep.
So we
He's
don't know the whole story yet. We're thinking she's just up there scouting it out to run the race.
Yeah.
But I thought the race already happened.
Maybe for next year.
Maybe for next year.
Yeah.
So Amy, let us know. Did you move to Oregon? Or are you still here in O-Town?
She didn't. There's no way she moved. She's an O-Town homer like me.
You think so?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. Maybe she got up there and she saw that course. She's like, screw it, I'm out.
No, I can't buy that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna say I'm on the fence on that one.
Oh, and then the one thing we brought up earlier for the Woody Footy.
The Woody Footy.
Turtle Miller post one running in the rain, which was awesome, and
Yeah.
Hale.
Having fun.
But then the next one, I was so excited. No idea, because it was slow motion. Him
Right.
off a diving board,
Yeah.
belly flopping into a pool.
You were hoping he was gonna
Dude,
legit flop.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
bailed right at the last minute. He kind of tucked a little bit, kind of arched his back, stuck his leg out. I'm like, come
Well,
on.
do you think that's like
And you're gonna post that?
that there's some deep primordial part of your brain that's protecting your body?
That's why you close your eyes. If you're
Right.
gonna belly flop,
Oh my
you
gosh!
assume the
Really?
position off the board and
And
you
just
shut your eyes
Take it eyes closed
because you don't know.
right on the front side.
Because I agree, if you open your eyes, you got that fight or flight
Yeah.
kind of response.
Yep.
And that's.
You're protecting all your naughty bits and
Yeah, your face.
your moobs.
But he wasn't that high up, so it wasn't gonna like knock him out or bloody his nose or
Man,
do anything
we might
like
need
that.
to have a belly flop competition.
Dude, for what he did, I would do it. Close my eyes and it'd slap.
Oh,
Right? You would just hear that slappage, and you'd be like, legit. It
Yeah.
wouldn't be like I'm putting my landing gear down. I'm
that's
kinda
when you walk
arching
out of
my
the pool
back.
and just grab a beer and chug it.
Yeah,
right?
because you're
You're
red
done.
and you're underwater and you can still hear the
High
people
five
going,
and everybody.
oh,
Yeah,
while
exactly.
you're underwater and you're swearing bubbles are coming up.
And the
you,
lifeguard's got his little safety thing. He's ready to jump in and
Little
get
hook.
you. Right?
little gaff, little gaff.
I haven't seen the hook in a long time.
But yeah, so that's when you're underwater and you've got approximately 3 to 4 seconds to compose yourself to
Yeah.
get to the top. You
Exactly.
can't show that stung. You
Yeah.
got to get to the top and
You
just
can't whimper.
have that face, nod your head like,
Hell yeah, I
mhm,
did that on purpose.
That's right. Who's up next?
That's right.
Sucker. So yeah, that was the only bad thing. And we love giving Turtle a hard time. But that one, yeah. If you're gonna, that should have been a retake
Mm-hmm.
and tried it again.
Right.
Landing gear came down too quick. Yeah, man, that's pretty much what I got this week. Not a whole lot else that I can think of.
Nope.
Pretty solid show. Yeah, got some winners announced. 2 winners this week. Don't forget to email me your address so I can go back to the post office. Once or twice a week is always a blast. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
I think we're good.
So yeah, tune in next week. No contest going on right now, but you can still listen. Post some cool photos.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we'll see you next week. This is Aric and Joel with Trail Manners. We are out.